Okay, so this is not an ideal setup, but because I still got all my stuff, like, I'm sorry, Real Akuma's gonna have to be here for the filming of this video. My hair is all not good because I just got out of the shower. I just threw on clothes because I'm trying to get this done before, oh my god, it really does look bad. I wanted to make this video before, it gets too late. I want to talk about it soon while I'm still hyped over this episode. And this is like the soonest that I can get. Because last night I wasn't able to watch it until like 9 o'clock at night because that was when I got home from work finally. And then this morning I was busy, so now I'm finally sitting down and watching it, and it also gives me some time to process it, and I'm not just like spewing, you know? So, you know, expect all the staples that you have grown to love from a Robbie video. Mainly me messing with my hair the entire time, me just gushing over something I like for 50 minutes, even though I have to leave for work in less than that. So it won't be that long, hopefully. Hopefully this will be uploaded like right after filming. I'm just gonna put together a thumbnail and then go. But anyway, I love this. This is episode 1 of The Mandalorian, or Chapter 9, so it's episode 1 of season 2. So it's Chapter 9 of The Mandalorian, The Marshal. This may be the best episode of the season, or like of the series so far. It was so good, guys. I'm gonna spoil the whole fucking thing, so if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. Why would you watch my review before even watching it? Like, if you liked season 1, watch it. If you haven't watched season 1 yet, watch it just so you can get to this part. I mean, season 1's phenomenal as well. Watch it just so you can get to it. I feel weird. Like, I feel like I'm too, like, low or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm serious, though. This episode was amazing. I'm not going to do a plot breakdown. Everyone else does that. I don't see any reason to. Because, again, you've seen it if you're watching this. If you haven't, go watch it. Let's just go down the line. The planet with all the graffiti on it, cool. The alien guy who he's talking to was some alien that showed up in A New Hope. Cool. Love shit like that. It was like seeing the Deveronian guy in season 1, you know. These are aliens that showed up in the in A New Hope in the cantina scene and just have barely been seen since. Because, you know, they're just like generic movie monsters, you know. During the filming, they just wanted to fill out the cantina. It's like, all right, well, this movie had a devil in it, just put that costume. This movie had a werewolf in it, put the werewolf mask on someone. And we'll have a one-off shot with it. And it's nice to actually see them in the universe, because they're in the fucking movie. Like, show the rest, let's see more of them, you know? Wow, I'm already talking about the plot 3 minutes in? Holy shit, that's a new one. I know, again, I'm trying to be quick. I need to get my thoughts out about this. And that's awesome. That's amazing to see this old stuff in new stuff. And I think a lot of the other alien, and I love the whole, like, Fight Club. It reminds me of, like, oh, hey, Felix. It reminds me of, like, a sumo wrestler. Like, the music that's playing is very, like, Japanese or Asian inspired. And the set and the way the Gamorreans are dressed, they look like sumo wrestlers, and that's neat. Loved that. The fight scene there was cool. The way the stringing the guy up from the lamppost was cool. You know, the Mandalorian is still a Din, we know his name. Din is still a badass, still super cool. Hi, Felix, what do you want? I don't know. He's going to be walking around. He does that a lot. But yeah, I think it was really cool. And then of course we go back to Tatooine, which is like, you know, well, we'll get to him. And you know, he gets back to Tatooine. It's like, oh brother, we go into Tatooine again. Which I remember watching the trailers, and you see Tatooine. Yes, I love you. And you see Tatooine in the trailer, and it's like, oh boy, we're going back there. Because we go to Tatooine in everything. We go to a generic desert planet in everything. And I hate it, because the desert is boring. Now, I did like the episode on Tatooine in Season 1. And it's like, it's a good episode, and they use the setting well. And they use it well again here. You know, we get to see more of the Tusken Raiders and more of their people. And I didn't even... Alright, so they have the scene when the dogs come out, and I'm like, oh, there must be some kind of wolves or whatever that live on Tatooine. Cool. And then the Tusken Raiders come out, and I had like a flashback to episode 2, and it's like, oh yeah, they had those in that movie. And the camp, the way like the tents are set up, exactly like in episode 2. I love that. That's amazing. That's so cool. It just works. And I love the dynamic of, because the Mandalorian has been like inspired by like old westerns and stuff, and the Mandalorian being this cowboy going on a journey to hunt down a criminal or whatever. I don't know. So the dynamic between Din and the Tusken Raiders is very reminiscent of like cowboys and Native Americans. It feels very like he's communicating with them and talking to them, and they're helping him, and he's not, you know, treating them like savages and just killing them. And that's cool, and it works. And apparently the I didn't catch this originally, but apparently the binoculars that they're using are the same binoculars that the kid from, I think it's episode 5, I forget the name of it, that he gives to... It was his goggles that the Mandalorian trades for something else. I forget exactly what happened. It's been like a year since I watched it. To the Tusken Raiders, so it's the same like tribe of them. So that's awesome. Oh my gosh. And I again, I'm gonna gush over every little reference, but I want to make it clear, this is how you do that. You know, this is how you make these references and do this stuff. Like, this is it. It's not just like, ooh, it's like, I'm gonna make the comparison to fucking episode 9 because that sucked. But it's like, it's not like, ooh, it's Palpatine. Remember Palpatine? You guys like Palpatine. No, it's stuff that works. It's like, when R5 shows up, it's like, yes, it makes sense that it's 100% believable that R5 would be there, and he still has the burn mark from when his motivator blows up in episode 4, A New Hope. I specified because I've been using the episode numbers to talk about the episodes of The Mandalorian instead of the movies like I normally do. If you're a Star Wars fan, you'll be able to tell by context clues what I'm talking about. And it's not stuff like, ooh, it's Palpatine, he's back, remember? You guys like Palpatine? Haha, Sheev for the memes. But it forgets, like, why people like people don't like Palpatine because of his, like, 30 minutes of screen time in Return of the Jedi. Now, don't get me wrong, he's awesome in that. And the scenes with him are some of my favorite in the movie. But people love him because of him in the prequels. Because that's the cool part of his character, is his, like, progression, and you lose that when he just turns into generic evil Sith bad guy. But this isn't me talking about episode 9. This is me talking about The Mandalorian and how good this is. This is some of the greatest Star Wars content ever. And I mean that with 100% sincerity. It's callbacks and references and previous characters showing up in a way that feels natural. And it doesn't make the universe feel smaller. It doesn't make the universe feel like it isn't cheaper. It isn't like the character comes on screen and then you have like 10 seconds of stock, like applause and laughter, you know? It's like, it feels natural. And it doesn't, if you don't know who it is, it doesn't take away at all. Then later on you see, so then he makes his way to Cobb Vanth, and Cobb Vanth, that's awesome. I haven't read Aftermath. So if I only was excited for him when I heard that he might show up, like that there was like, ooh, what if he goes to Tatooine and he like finds a guy in Mandalorian armor, but it's not really a Mandalorian, ooh. And that's not, no one wanted Cobb Vanth because he's not anyone's favorite character. I mean, he's probably someone's favorite character. It's Star Wars. But he's no one's favorite character. No, he's not like people wanting Ahsoka in or thinking that she's going to show up. people don't want him in there because of that. They want him because of the story potential. That's why I wanted him. You think I read it 3 chapters out of the Aftermath novel? No, I don't care about that loser. Like, because I care because of the story potential. And then, so when he shows up and he has Boba Fett's armor, I screamed out loud when that happened. When he appears in the doorway wearing Boba Fett's armor, and it's very clearly Boba Fett's. Like, you can tell immediately, I mean, if you're paying attention, and I was watching it with my mom and my younger brother, and they were like, I scared the shit out of them, and they're like, "Are you nuts?" I'm like, "I'm sorry." And I'm because I'm loving every second of this, because this is the payoff, you know? And Cobb Vanth is also significant because it's the jump of a book character to the screen, to a TV show which is on par with the movies. That is amazing. It's hard to explain to put into words how significant that is. Because it's like, other than that, what have we had? Like, Saw Gerrera being a minor character in Clone Wars and then kind of showing up in Rogue One. That's the closest we've got, but really it didn't have to be Saw Gerrera, you know? The only, like, reference to his time in the Clone Wars is, I think there's a part where he's looking at a hologram of his sister, who is implied to have... Did she die in the episode? I don't remember. I don't remember. Those episodes aren't amazing. They aren't, like, any of my favorites, so they're not super memorable. I don't remember. Can you hear people talking? That's cool. I'm sorry. I needed to get this out. I'm sorry I didn't wait until I was alone and I could. I just needed to talk about it and also get those sweet, sweet views because the episode came out yesterday. In a perfect world, I would have had this video. I would have watched it in the morning and then had the video out by the end of the day, but what are you going to do? I'm working on the weekends. It's rough. Bark, bark. Where was I? Cobb Vanth, yeah, it's just cool, you know? Again, Cobb Vanth is no one's favorite character, and like, even when he's wearing the armor, he doesn't look like Boba Fett. He looks like a kid who's wearing a Boba Fett Halloween costume, because he's just got the helmet, the jetpack, and like the breastplate, and I think he has the arm things as well. But it's like, there's nothing you know, it's not super significant, you know? It's not that it's not significant, I misspoke. It's that it works, and it looks kind of goofy, and it works to help the story. And that's part of my fear of having Ahsoka show up, if she does. Part of me is hoping no. One, because unlike Cobb Vanth and later on, again, spoilers, and Boba Fett, it's like, that doesn't add to the story. Or at least I don't see immediately how it could. Like, how a good story could be told with that. And with Cobb Vanth, he just looks like someone dressed as him. And I'm scared that Ahsoka, because everyone knows Ahsoka. Everyone has a picture in their head of what she looks like, what she sounds like, because we all watched Clone Wars and Rebels. So then no one has an idea in their head of what Cobb Vanth is, and no one has an idea of what Boba Fett is, because we don't know what he's like at this point in time without his armor and stuff. It's so unique. But Ahsoka, we know Ahsoka, you know? So that's what I'm kind of worried about, is it's not going to feel like her. It's going to feel like someone cosplaying as her. And she might be a damn good cosplayer, but it's not her the way that, yeah, this is Cobb Vanth. I don't have any previous knowledge other than, like, 3 chapters out of a 5-year-old book, you know? But either way, it works. And I think, again, moving on, very Western, you know, with the town that's just like 2 lines of houses. Like 3 houses facing each other. That's it. Very West, out in the middle of nowhere. The only people there are a bunch of dumb villagers and a bartender and a sheriff. Which, again, I saw the episode title as The Marshal, and I'm like, Mom, what's a synonym for Marshal? And she's like, Sheriff? What the fuck are you talking? Because I gush to everyone in my life about all this shit, like, before, like, ooh, and they're saying Cobb Vanth could show up, and this is who Cobb Vanth is, blah, 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 blah. It's to everyone in my life. Any family, friends, they all get to hear it. That's why I started a YouTube channel, so I don't have to annoy the shit out of them. Anyway. And I'm like, ooh, and then they're going to Tatooine, and it's like, ooh, and then he shows up, and that's when I screamed. That was the build up. Again, though, it's cool. And then instead of having an actual speeder, he has a pod racer engine with a seat duct taped to it. That's amazing. And that's perfect, because it's not just a reference. It works in the universe. You can debate whether, because it looks like Anakin's pod racer, and you can debate whether it is or isn't. I don't really care. I think having it be the same style works, but if it actually was Anakin's, it's a little like, are you kidding me? This pod racer belonged to Anakin Skywalker. Blah, blah. That's the step too far. And they tread the fine line, and they fucking dance on it, and it's amazing. And it works, because the town is super run down, everything's cobbled together. He's just wearing armor that he pawned off from some Jawas, And it doesn't fit him. He's just using it to intimidate, the mining collective and shit. Which I thought, are they connected to the mining guild, or are they their own thing? Because the mining guild is a thing that exists, but they're bigger, and these guys just seemed like some assholes on Tatooine, but I don't know. But it's just neat, and it works. Where it's not a real speeder. He found an engine and was like, okay, I can work with this. It works not only as it's a pod racer engine. Remember pod racing? You guys watched episode 1, but it's deeper than that. It also makes sense in universe, and that's awesome. That's how you do it. That's how you make a cohesive universe. And again, to compare this to episode 9, with having Cobb Vanth there, they aren't ignoring it. Like Poe Dameron having his backstory retconned so that he was a drug mule or whatever, a spice runner. Not mule, that's the wrong real world equivalent, but he wasn't running. Yeah, it was just to make him he's like Han Solo because he had a dark past and he used to be a criminal. He's cool. It's like, no, that's not. We've read the books. We know. I haven't. I just watch YouTube videos that summarize the books. Anyway, I'm not a fake fan. I promise. I just don't. I haven't read a book for pleasure since fucking middle school. It's not my fault. I'm sorry if I closed the door. I didn't know he was in here when I started filming. He was hiding under my bed, which is his new favorite spot to sleep, except for a cat tree, which we've had for 10 years. We got it not long after getting him, and he has on and off decided that he likes it or doesn't want anything to do with it because he's a cat, and that's how they are. But enough about my cat. This show is amazing. And again, the whole fight against the crate dragon, which I thought crate dragons looked more like generic dragons, big, green, scaly, with horns and shit. I don't remember them. I've never played Knights of the Old Republic. I want to. I really do. It's just not on. I don't have a PC, so I can't really emulate it on anything. And I can't do that anyway, because that's not technically legal. Don't worry. I would never do that. But I also don't have. I only have a PlayStation. I'm looking at them right now. I only have PlayStation stuff and Nintendo stuff. I don't have Xbox, and it hasn't been. Bro, an HD port of... Alright, I'm going to let him out while I'm talking. An HD port of Knights of the Old Republic would be fantastic. Why did someone pass under my door? What the hell? I don't know what this is. I hope it's not important. Go, Felix. Alright, he's gone. I don't know what these are. We'll look at them later. Hopefully I hope I can finish this I'm not late for work. That would suck. But yeah, I like and it's simple message of working together, blah, 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 in the episode. But yeah, that fight against the crate dragon, awesome. It feels very video gamey. Like, the part where he goes back into the cave and then comes out of the top of the mountain, it's like, am I watching a new trailer for the next Final Fantasy game? What the fuck is going on? Like, and then it's, like, I feel like I'm playing a video game. Like, all right, Mando, then we gotta press triangle to use your jetpack. We gotta fly up to the top of the mountain. And then they start flying, and then the cutscene transitions to gameplay. It was nice to see the Mandalorian, or again, why do I keep calling him the Mandalorian? He has a name. His name is Din. He's using his stick again. His Boba Fett holiday special stick. I don't have the Mandalorian pop figure. I have the holiday special Boba Fett one. I want it, and I have the giant Baby Yoda, but I want the Mandalorian pop. I also got to get the brick heads of Din and the child. The Lego ones, because those are cute. And also I love the child. Speaking of him, not the focus of the episode, but when he's there, it's usually just him doing something cute, like a reaction to something, like, hey, I'm still here, and I'm still adorable, and he is. I love him. Nice to see him. Alright, we've checked all the soy boy boxes, that face, then also the pop figures, and Baby Yoda. Alright, that's 3. 2 more, and someone at home might have a Redditor bingo. So, keep paying attention. We still have time. Good luck, everyone. But anyway, Legos. There, that's 4. No, I don't have a neck beard. I'm good. No one's getting bingo yet, you fuckers. I only use Reddit for porn, I swear. That's a lie, I don't. Or was I? We're talking about Star Wars, right? I went on a epic meme lord Reddit. Thanks for the gold, kind stranger tangent. Anyway, Mandalorian, it's awesome. The fight against the Krayt Dragon, awesome. Which, again, haven't played Knights of the Old Republic. I want to, because that's like, isn't that generally considered like the best Star Wars game? Although Fallen Order is pretty fucking good. I haven't played it. I haven't played most of the old ones. I've played like Bounty Hunter and Starfighter and Super Star Wars. I also played all the new ones since, like, all the new EA ones, which only some of them are good, which is the best part. And by some of them, I mean Fallen Order. You know, I can count this as a Star Wars discussion, right? Like, because we're talking about Star Wars still. But anyway, Mandalorian is good. It's so good. This show's so good, man. It's nice. Oh yeah, I was talking about the stick. He's using the stick again, which he just stopped using partway through the season because they realized, oh, he has a disintegrator gun. Maybe that's not good. But I love the part where he goes inside of the Krayt Dragon's mouth and comes out, and he's using like the electric thing, which he uses in like the first episode of season 1 to like get rid of the giant like fish he's on like an ice planet, and he uses it to get rid of the giant fish monster, I think. But he does the same thing. He zaps it, which is I guess how he got the dragon to spit him up. What else? So yeah, they beat the dragon. That's cool. They blow him up from the inside. It is cool though with at the end when they pull out the pearl, which again, I had no idea what that was. I'm like, are they going to explain this? Or then I find out it's a reference to Knights of the Old Republic, so that's cool. Again, it's so clear that Jon Favreau and the whole team working on this, they have a love for Star Wars, you know? They know what they're doing. Because at this point in the game, you can't get people to make Star Wars content if they don't love Star Wars. Or at least are paying attention. Like, if I had directorial ability or writing ability, I could direct a Star Wars because I love Star Wars. I'm not reading everything, but I have a love for the universe, you know, and you need people like that. Again, not me. Not me specifically. I'm not a director or a writer. Definitely not me. But people with that love for the franchise, you know? Again, not saying I could do better. I mean, I could probably do better than Both The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. I could probably do better than both of those. I couldn't do better than this, though. Wow, he's such a fanboy chud. He thinks he could do better than accomplished director J.J. Abrams. Well, if the only J.J. Abrams movie that you ever saw was The Rise of Skywalker, then I think you'd agree with me. Not to shit on Rian Johnson. I still want to see Knives Out. I haven't. I've heard it's good. I want to see it. This is a Mandalorian discussion. I want to talk about the good parts of Star Wars. Nah. You can see you posting it right now. Highest viewed video is like 22 views. This isn't even gonna crack that. That was just because I uploaded the Final Fantasy video the same day the remake came out. This is a day late. But anyway, it's good. It's a good episode. And then, of course... Oh, I also like the part where he hits Cobb Vanth's jetpack the same way that Han does in Return of the Jedi. That's... Again, it's small, it's cute, it made me laugh when it happened. And it furthered the story. It wasn't just, stop, look, hey, remember... to Luke Skywalker, ooh, you know, it's not that. It's furthering the story. And it works. Honestly, and then the end, when Boba Fett shows up, and it's like, you see it, and it's like, okay, who is this? Is this who I think it is? Is this him? Is this the guy? Is it him? Is it him? And then he turns around, and you see Tamara Morrison, and I'm like, I don't know what noise I made then. It wasn't I don't know what noise I made when I saw it, and I don't know what noise I made right now. They are two separate noises. But holy shit, man, I lost it. Again, I didn't scream as loud as I did when Cobb Vanth came on screen. But, oh my gosh. And then again, I'm watching it with, like, family who aren't... They like Star Wars, of course. They're watching the show with me, but they aren't as big fans as I am, so they don't... They're like, who the fuck is Tamara Morrison? And I'm like, he's the guy who played Jango Fett. He's the guy who played Jango Fett. And they're like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, you know? And I'm like, again, there it is. There's your Redditor bingo. You got it, YouTube. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I love it though. I don't care if I look like a fucking idiot. That was such a good episode. I should probably get going, though. I think that, yeah, I got through the whole thing. And hey, we haven't even broken the 30-minute mark, which is good. Again, final thoughts. And I'm happy that Boba Fett is here. And he survived. You know, it's not just, like, that he survived, like, is back and is in the episode. It's that this means he survived the Sarlacc. And... it's not just exciting because it's that guy I know. It's exciting because this is awesome. What's gonna happen next? Where's the story gonna go? It's not just cool because it's a thing I know. It's cool because, hey, that thing I know is gonna further the story. And it's exciting to see how. And I'm so excited, and to see Tamara Morrison playing Boba Fett is awesome, and he's all, like, scarred and beat up, and it looks good. It looks so cool, and I don't even know if I can wait a week for episode 2. I don't know how I'm gonna handle it. Oh my gosh. I just realized in 2 weeks I'm gonna get, because they are coming out on every Friday, right? 'Cause that's what they did last year. Whatever they end up doing, it's like, how am I gonna handle a new episode of Mandalorian and a new Kingdom Hearts game on one day? I'm gonna go nuts. Oh boy. Oh man, this show is good. Again, this is some of the best Star Wars there is. It makes me so happy. Again, to quote a line from I think it was my Clone Wars video, this is an amazing time to be, if you don't count the movies, this is the best time to be a Star Wars fan. Yeah, I mean, we are kind of lacking on the books. I know by now we were supposed to have a bunch of High Republic stuff, but holy shit, man. as far as the games go, I mean, I wasn't big on Squadrons. It wasn't for me, and the online had more problems than I'm willing to put up with for a game that I'm not crazy on anyway. But it makes me so happy that we get this, you know? And it makes me excited because, like, with the other shows, it's like, oh boy, another a Cassian Andor show? What the fucking do? But with how good The Mandalorian is, that makes me excited for the Cassian Andor series. It makes me excited for the Kenobi series. It makes me excited for a possible High Republic series, if that ends up being a thing. Or maybe we'll get a High Republic game or whatever. It's just exciting. I'm ready, man. My body is ready. Give it to me. To end it off, I know I talked about Baby Yoda earlier, but again, he's adorable. I might put him in the thumbnail. It's so good. It really is. I just keep saying I can't wait for next week because I can't. It's nice when there's something that you can watch and it just makes you happy and excited for more. And you want to come back and see what comes next. That's such a good feeling. I can't compare it to anything, you know? But anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. What did you think of Mandalorian? Because I haven't really gotten a chance to talk about it with anyone yet. So if you did watch it, what did you think of this episode? Did you lose your shit as much as I did? Are you excited for episode 2? Are you like, I don't give a... Oh boy, they brought another character back from the dead. Are you like that? Which, that's a fair criticism, but again, I'm excited. Well, again, tell me what you thought. Again, like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to try to keep doing these in addition to the normal movie reviews and TV show reviews. Again, it's just as I watch stuff. And also expect a quick review of Melody of Memory, at least after I beat the main story. Maybe not, because I am going to want to 100% it, even though I'm terrible at rhythm games, but I am going to try to do a review of that as well. But anyway, that's all I've got to say. Good night, New York. Later.